sick of messing around with those little nails. They weren't working. Alright. Well, as you can see, I made some progress. I got the front end, at least the front body panels off. The hood is in the basement of my house. But I'm starting on the fenders first because they are the problem areas. So let's take a look. Yeah, there we go. That's a lot of Bondo stuffed in that hole. So I've got patch panels coming in. That'll cut it off probably right about there. What I'm going to do, as far as welding goes, I have access to oxygen acetylene. So I'm going to try oxygen acetylene welding, which I've never done. And I have that flange tool. I don't know if it would be better to butt weld with oxygen acetylene or use the flange tool and flange both, cleco it, and then just kind of, go down the panel. Or maybe it's better just to kind of skip around with oxygen acetylene because there's so much heat. I don't know. So that's my question to the experts. But it's not bad. The rest of the car is not bad at all. I was pleasantly surprised when I pulled these fenders off, and I hope this is kind of a preview of what's to come with the car. That light's a little too much, but yeah, nothing. No rust. Nothing rusted through. And this is where they get it, guys, usually. There is a lot of that undercoat in there, but I have dug around there and it's looking good. Everything is pretty straight. Yeah. So that's all undercoat coming off with good metal underneath, real good metal. So I'm pretty happy with that, and it's the same story on the other side. I just swallowed my gum. All this, like I said, it's getting single stage black. We're going to clean everything up. And then we're going to get started pulling these doors off. Sand all these down. And getting everything off the car, getting it stripped down, and there we go. With the rest of the car, it took, I don't know, I don't mind, here, let me start with this. I don't mind doing the work, but it took a while to D8, this is 80 grit, it took a while to get all down to this. I mean, not a while, I don't want to say it took like all day, but it took a good amount of time to get it down to this. And that's one fender. I can't imagine the rest of the car, how much it would take. And I don't mind doing the work. I just want to make sure that I'm doing it the correct way. There's always, better ways of doing things, I guess. I know I've heard of the aircraft stripper method and this and that. What do you guys like to do? We'll put it that way. What do you guys like to do when you're taking a whole car down to bare metal? Got my garage bomb on. It's doing pretty well in here. It's heating it up. It heated up about 10 degrees in here. Now that I've opened the window, I've closed the main garage door and I've opened the window a little bit to let some of the fumes out. No, great. Well, I just ruined it. Okay. It's very temperamental. But there it is, yeah. So I got this D8 down. I'm going to continue work on this. I've got the patch panels ordered. Once I get those, I'm going to measure it off, use the cutoff wheel, cut it off, get the oxygen acetylene torch, and start welding it back together. I'm sure the better method would probably be to bolt this fender back on and do it that way. just to make sure everything lines up. But that's for another episode. So, and we'll see what happens with that. But I'm pretty happy about my progress. The front end wasn't nearly as bad taken apart as I thought it would be. This is a pretty straight car. I mean, the more I dig into it, the better it looks. So I'm going to hold my breath on these rockers. They don't look bad. They're not cracking or bubbling or nothing, but hopefully they're not packed with Bondo and there's no surprises down there. But if there is, we'll take care of it. And it's another installment in the road to Greaserama, guys. I hope to see you all there next year. With my job schedule, it's not very reliable, I'll put it that way. So, but I'm going to be optimistic and just say that I'm going to be there. And I'm going to do my very, very best to be there with this car. We'll talk to you later, guys.